New station WDWL TV, the Grumpy Old Man Show, along with the Grumpy Vulture. Prism doesn't like Grumpy. Oh, shit. All of a sudden I look up and it goes, stream has ended. I'm like, what do you mean stream has ended? And something's telling me we might not be doing anything here. It should say online. I'm not getting no online from any of my 3 platforms. Oh well, we'll give it a try. I don't know, maybe Prism doesn't like police dogs. That's the second time this shit's happened in a week. All of a sudden I look up and there's a big box in the middle of the screen. Stream has ended. Well, I didn't end it. I didn't even touch it. Neither did asshole. I mean, Vulture. Oh, I'll hear about that one too. Well, before I get bounced off again, since I got my first topic in the first show, so I might get lost here again. Make it quick for me. I'll talk about the second topic that I wanted to discuss. I was having my normal Sunday conversation with my buddy and his wife. All 3 of us, we've known each other since middle school. We graduated together, and after high school graduation, we've just stayed in touch weekly for over 55 years. His wife makes it a point of calling me every Sunday. And he gets on the phone in the other room. We have 3-way chat. We just talk about what went on during the week. But it's a friendship that has remained since 7th grade. So she was telling me they had to go out yesterday and buy a new microwave. And I said, well, what was wrong with your other one? She said, well, the microwave shut off. But the cup was still turning. And it has, the one they have, I don't know what brand it is. I didn't know that some microwaves had some sort of interlock on the handle where they have to push a stop button. Or with mine, I can just pop the door open, everything stops. So she said she's watching she was heating a cup of coffee. Watching the cup on the turntable, couldn't get the door open. So she unplugs it. She plugged it back in, figuring it would reset. Nope. Soon as she plugged it back in, cup's turning. Can't get the door open. So they decide, something wrong with this one. So they went up and they bought a new LG, I think she said. But then she told me the shocking thing, almost to the day, this microwave is 4 years old. 4. I said, what the fuck is with electronics today? My TV, 2.5 years, takes a shit. And they don't buy cheap. She always insists, we gotta buy the best. I don't want no problems. 4 years old. And I know they paid $1,200 or $1,300 for this microwave. So I said to my buddy, well, what did you buy? He said, well, we bought an LG. Mid-range. He said, I'm not buying top of the line anymore. Because their previous microwave, 5 years. My grandparents had a refrigerator over 30 years old. Their RCA TV was over 40. Because I remember my grandfather prided himself. This was shortly after TVs came out. And he had gotten a bonus at work. And with the money that they had been saving to buy a TV, they were able to get kind of a decent RCA TV. This thing had like an 8-inch screen on it. Matter of fact, they had this huge magnifying glass. They made them back in the day to make the screen look bigger. The problem is it was like a fisheye lens. My grandmother's RCA radio, which stood about this tall, floor model, was over 60 years old. And everything was still operating. I kind of regret not getting that RCA radio. My father said, you want that radio? I was like, oh, geez, it weighs about as much as a motor block out of a steamship. But the cabinet was beautiful on the thing. Back in the day, everything was all handcrafted from wood. Maple, cherry. This was a maple. I think it was a maple with walnut trim. Oh, it was a shame to get rid of it. Like most of the console TVs we had, when I was in my teen years. It was sad to get rid of them. But 5 years out of one microwave and 4 out of the next, and then my TV set 2.5 years. Where is the reliability? There isn't any. It's sad. When we were building things here, and men's and women, can't leave the women out. They were building the bombers while, all the men were across the pond with their handcrafted soldering connections, pull it, bring in a resistor, solder it, hand built, not robotic. And then the crummy ass circuit boards in TVs and appliances all together. They're like wafer thin. I had mentioned once before, I remember pulling a chassis out of an old TV and turning it over and just marveling at all the hand soldered connections. And they were building them with pride. There was no wire from here to here to here. No, a nice, neat right angles. Everything hand tied, all the wiring was hand tied together. Not today. Circuit boards with ribbons. Electronic ribbons. That's what they call them. They look like big ribbons. Plug it here, plug it there. Okay, down the line, throw it together, put the case on, out the door. Who gives a shit whether it lasts? Oops. And it's industry-wide. My doctor was telling me they bought a high-end refrigerator. I'm not going to mention the brand. 6 months old. The compressor quit. Now, it was under warranty. The guy came out, put a new compressor in it. Everything operating fine. 7 months into the new compressor, it quit. So he said, the next time we went out to buy, a replacement appliance for that TV, well, it was a high end. It did have a flat screen built into it. They told me they got a basic side-by-side ice maker. If it tells me my stream is ended, I'm going to throw a shit fit. I don't know what's going on. I did my update. Maybe that's it. Sometimes you do these damn updates. I updated Prism on Friday. Maybe it's a bad update. We'll see how long I go. Yeah, perfect example. You can't even download an operating program and it's fucked up. But yeah, he told me. They went out, they bought a basic side-by-side refrigerator with an ice maker, and they bought a small flat-screen TV to put on the counter. Because they like watching, the news while they eat. He said, no more. He says, I won't buy a high-end appliance ever again. And he says, I don't know, if this one quits, I don't know what to go buy. Because the one that they had bought was praised by the sales personnel. Oh, you're getting the king of TV sets. Refrigerators. God, I can't keep shit. I'm so upset over this Prism today. Now, I took a chance on this Samsung. Because, first of all, it's not made in China. It's an American plant in Mexico, being supervised by Americans with quality control checks. But who's quality control checking every component that goes in to that TV set? Because the motherboards are like computers. They got chips in them. I was reading through the information, our motherboards have got the new AQZ 27 chip. I mean, it works. Whatever this AQZ27 chip is, television works beautifully, but yeah, everything's got a miniature computer in it nowadays. TVs, refrigerators. You know, like Steve Jobs said when he came out with the first iPhone. He says, you've got one of the smallest computers you can own today. Because that's what a phone is. It's a small computer. But in 9 years, my friends had to buy 2 microwaves, third, you know. Bought the first one, took a shit. Bought the second one, took a shit. Now in 9 years, they're on their third microwave. And like my buddy's wife was telling me, it's not like we use the hell out of it. She likes to cook. She's the only time they really, you know, during dinner is like if she has a casserole that's done early before what she's cooking on the stovetop. So she'll pop in the microwave to warm it back up so everything is the same temperature at the table. It's sad. Just you know, you take a look at these microwaves. They're like a work of art. Nice, beautiful touchpad, stainless steel. 4 years. You're thrown out on the tree lawn, out in the garbage. Matter of fact, I can't throw my RCA out until the first week of November. Cleveland, bulk pickup once a month. Maybe I should take my TV over to their house. They have bulk pickup weekly. Yeah, once a month. They said, well, you know, it's the cut down on the overtime. So they only have to pay big overtime once a month when they bring out the extra trucks for the bulk pickup. Well, everything's going to the same damn landfill anyway. Throw it. But no, see, we got them new fancy trucks. You know, picks up your garbage can, dumps it. But the damn the robotic arm on the thing, oh, can it push your can down the right way? No. You put your can down and the can falls over. But of course, we don't maintain anything in this city. You know. The object is fix it when it breaks. And then, the trash cans that the city bought. Mine's cracked to shit. Got all kinds of holes in it. These are for holding, you know, recycling garbage. And that flimsy thin plastic. I hope the city didn't buy them. It's sad when you can't even get longevity out of a goddamn garbage can. But everything is composite plastic. You know, people marvel at my component stereo system. because I bought all the components from late 1969 to early 71. And my stereo system works like the day I bought it. Because everything was handcrafted. No robot assembly. Oh yeah, I've got it. I was a real audiophile back in the day. None of my stereo equipment was cheap. Not to mention my 1 year only Radio Shack Mach 1 speaker system. Oh, the cabinet, solid cherry wood. I have to use a dolly to move them around. They're so fucking heavy. Not today. I was looking at some stereo speakers one day. Shit, I could pick them up with 2 fingers. We're building garbage. We are a throwaway society. Plain and simple. Like my buddy's wife told me with the TV. You just have to think. It ain't gonna last for shit. Start saving now, because you know, you might get lucky and get 5 years out of it. Fingers crossed I get longer than that. Because I never expected an RCA, which stands for Radio Corporation of America. They used to be RCA. They changed it from Radio Corporation of America to RCA Victor. And then they just shortened it to RCA. They were the world leader. Everything was RCA. Even microphones in studios. You'd see him doing the broadcast news in the evening. Walter Cronkite had a nice RCA microphone in front of him. And to have a reputation like that and build shit. That's basically what that TV was. A 58-inch pile of shit. I turned the headphones down. I hope I'm not getting it. That's what the echo was yesterday. Was picking it up from the damn headphones. Took me a while to figure it out. I was like, why do I have an echo? And then I realized. I went to my newer amp. You know, the one with the blue tubes. And I had it turned up just a little bit too much. Because if I plug these headphones into the headphone jack on the interface, I can't hear it enough. So I get the headphone amplifier out. I plug that into the interface. So it comes out of the interface, through the amplifier, into Grumpy's ears. Or into his headset. And then into his ears. But we don't. You know, nowadays, buying an appliance, you just use a dartboard. Don't even bother going to the store. Take and put the names of all the appliances on a dartboard, close your eyes, throw a dart. Whatever the dart hits, go by. That's the way it is today, hit or miss. You know, $3,000 for a refrigerator. My doctor had it, a year. And it broke down twice in a year. And it was a quality name. I couldn't believe he was bitching about it. He go, oh, I'll never buy another one of them again. I was like, really? But see, certain items get built certain ways. They don't build microwave ovens in the same plant they build a TV in. They don't build a refrigerator in the same plant that they build a microwave in. Like my LG TV. I looked it up. 16 years old. Thank God I had it. Because when the RCA took a shit, I had a TV to watch. I'm probably jinxing myself now. And I watched the shit out of that TV set. My old reliable backup. But you can't say that like for an LG microwave. I gotta ask my buddy what brand it was. She told me. It went in one this area and out the other. So, like with my TV, let's say 16 years ago, I'd have bought an LG TV and an LG microwave. Would they both be operating today? Maybe, maybe not. It's hit or miss. But nothing is built with reliability in mind anymore. Cars, same way. I had a friend. For graduation, from high school, because she was a straight A student. God, I think since kindergarten. And so she can get back and forth from home to college, he bought her a new car. Had like 12 miles on it. Before she hit 1,000 miles, the transmission took a shit. 1,000 miles. And the vehicle he bought wasn't cheap. He bought her something on the expensive side so it'd be safe, reliable. Luckily, she was about 5 miles from home. She was coming back from college to spend the weekend at home. She calls her dad. The car won't move. He said, what do you mean it won't move? Won't move. Put it in drive. Won't move. He says, how about reverse? Won't move. Won't do nothing. He said, turn it off. Let it set for a few minutes. And try it again. Maybe it's some electrical circuit. So she shut it off, and they were chit-chatting. He's all right, start it back up. Put it in drive. Nothing. So They called the dealer. Dealer sent a tow truck. About 3 days later, get a call. We have to order a transmission. He said, what? Yeah, we had to order a transmission. Dead, kaput. So what he did, when they put the new transmission in the car, and they got it back, he sold it. And he bought her something else. A different manufacturer. Now, mind you, the vehicle that he bought her had all kinds of 5-star ratings. He didn't trust it anymore. He said, no, be different if I was driving it. He said, I don't want my daughter breaking down on the road. Too many idiots. I told him, I said, I'm not driving around with you. He said, I wasn't referring to you. It's okay. Little inside joke. But yeah, he didn't trust that manufacturer again. He said, no. And when he sold it, he told the guy, it's a replacement transmission. And he showed him all the paperwork. He said, here. Something goes wrong. Here's the dealer you go to. Here's all my paperwork. And he told the guy outright, he goes, I don't trust this manufacturer anymore. What? Like I told him, I said, I don't want to burst your bubble. What about the car you bought her? That she's going to get 100, 200,000 miles out of it? Maybe. And again, maybe not. Nothing is built with longevity in mind. It's built for the bottom line. That's all manufacturers care about today. The bottom line. And it's sad. Because nothing out there is cheap today. I remember back in the 70s, you could buy about a mid-grade washer and a mid-grade dryer for about $300. Now $300 don't even get you the owner's manual. Well, I'm going overboard a little bit, but you go into an appliance store, you tell the guy, I need a washer and dryer, but $400 tops. They would laugh so hard the whole staff would piss their pants. Say what? You gotta be kidding me. And then these new washers. I was at the homeless depot a couple weeks ago. I wandered over by the appliance section and looking at a washer. I opened the lid. I'm looking. The salesman come over. He goes, "Can I help you?" Where's the agitator? It's right there. that little tiny disc in the bottom, that couple of fins on it? Yeah. How the hell does that wash clothes? Oh, these washers today. Hell, my washer got a big, huge agitator on it. Two piece. Got one section that spins the clothes down to the bottom, keeps them rotating. Then a big agitator at the bottom with the fins. No. This big washer had about that big, little disc, couple of little fins on it. How the hell does that wash fucking clothes? And the washer was like $1,700. When I originally looked in, I was like, gee, they forgot to finish building this one. Yeah. Little itty bitty disc in the bottom. Like, how does that wash clothes? You need to move them around in that machine. Oh, shitty little, couple little fins on it about that high. What are you gonna wash? One sock. There we go. And then it had a big drawer in the top where you poured in, a whole jug of laundry detergent, and then the other section, fabric softener, and then sanitizer, clothing sanitizer. And it was all automatic. You threw the clothes in, push a button, shut the lid, done. I am not going to rely on a computer to wash my clothes. I want a big agitator. I want to see something grind up all of my clothing. Yeah, you get less for more. My washer, big agitator. Small price. Today, little baby agitator, big price. Everything, all computer this, computer that. I remember my grandmother had an old wringer washer. For you kids out there, gargle it. Ringer washer. And not R-I-N-G like ring doorbell. W-R-I-N-G. Ring or washer. And it had a wringer. Two big rollers. When the clothes were washed, put them through the roller and squeeze the shit out of them. Then you hung your clothes up. My grandmother's dryer was a clothesline. But back in the day, everybody hung their clothes out. And everything would smell so nice and fresh. That's why they come up with scented fabric softeners. Every yard had clotheslines. Not everybody, had a wringer washer. My parents had a little more modern one before we bought a dryer. And every yard had a clothesline. And it was odd because it seemed like Thursday was laundry day in the neighborhood. You'd go up and down the street, you see all the clothes on Thursday hanging on the line. Today, you're lucky to find clothesline in the hardware store or clothespins. Yeah, I think it was like last summer. I was in the hardware store, and I have a clothesline in my basement. Certain things I like to hang out. I says to the girl, "You got any clothespins?" She said, "Safety pins?" No, clothespins. Wooden clothespins. Let me check. And she went over to the old guy that was stocking the shelf. He was about my age. Gee, customer wants clothespins. Do we have them? Well, luckily they did. She never knew, nobody ever asked for them. She didn't know the store sold them. He took her over, took both of them sold her. He says, "Oh, here, see, clothespins." She stood there and looked at them like they were a bag of diamonds. Turn it over, turn it upside down. She was amazed. Then she said, "What do you use them for?" I wanted to tell her gargle it. I said they hold clothing on a clothesline. Do I have to tell you what clothesline is? She goes, "No, it's rope." Okay, you got that one. Works at the store, and she'd been there a couple of years. I couldn't believe it. In 2 years, nobody ever come in and wanted clothespins. Well, maybe she wasn't working that day. But she looked at that bag, walking up to the cash register with me. Oh. I'm surprised she didn't ask, "Can we open the bags and I see what they do?" No, when I leave, there's more back there where we got these. Buy a bag, and you can play with them while you're waiting for a customer to come in. Yeah. Can I help you? Oh, why, yes. I need some clothespins. Safety pins? Clothespins. Hold on. I'll be right back. I see her making beat feet for the old senior citizen that's stocking the shelf. A customer wants clothespins. Do we have such a thing? We walked down an aisle, made a turn. There they were. Took them off the hook. Held them up in front of her. She grabbed that package like, "Wow, look at these." Oh. And stared at it all the way to the cash register, ring me out. I could see her get off work, meeting her friends after work. You'll never guess what we carry in the store that I sold today. All of her friends are like, all their BFFs. What? Clothespins. And then the whole chorus. Safety pins? No. Wait. I'll gargle it. On her iPhone 13 Pro Max Plus. They look like this. Then they pass the phone around the table. All of her friends are like, "Wow. You carry them you have these at your store?" we come in and look at them? Yeah. I'm working Monday afternoon. As a matter of fact, I'll have some on the counter. Then, Monday afternoon, 12 girls file into the store to stare at clothespins. Wow. What do they use them for? And then, of course, now she's educated. Well, houses have clotheslines, rope, and you put your clothes up, and then you clip this to your clothes and the rope, and it holds them. Well, why are you holding? It holds. These hold the clothes to the rope? Yeah. Why are you hanging your clothing outside? I don't know. I have to gargle that. I just studied clothespins and rope. Now I have to look back at ancient times and see about hanging clothes outside. Oh boy. Then 13 girls go to the library and study about ancient history of clothesline and clothespins. Oh, does that make me feel fucking old? I can see her. What do you use clothespins for? Well, every now and then, I have to clip something on the big thorns out of the middle of my Tyrannosaurus Rex's back. You know, like a blanket I can ride him on. He's got these big things sticking out of his neck. I use a clothespin to hold the blanket on his back like a saddle. Yeah, it's pretty sad. They associate someone my age with the prehistoric era. I should have told her. Yeah, at night, when I'm in my cave, around the fire pit, I watch the nightly news. I drew a flat screen on my cave wall. Yeah. Safety pins? I couldn't believe she said that. I'd like some clothespins. Safety pins? Oh, no. I felt like telling her if I have the time, I'll just walk every aisle in the store. But no, she goes back to someone my age and goes, Guy wants clothespins. Do we carry them? You don't want safety pins. He wants clothespins. Isn't a clothespin and a safety pin the same thing? You pin your clothes with it. No, come on. I'll show you. They're over in aisle 9. These are made of wood. Yeah. Well, how do you put them on your clothes? Gargle it. You would think that she saw a dinosaur. Oh, she stared at that bag. And she worked there 2 years. Now you would think in 2 years You might have to stock these and hang them on a rack. Evidently not. Although, how many people are buying clothespins and clotheslines, a.k.a. rope? Not too many. I don't think I've seen clothing hung outside in eons. Now maybe, somebody come home from the beach and they'll drape their beach towel over their cable line because nobody has clotheslines anymore. But safety pins? She had a big smile on her face. She's a little cutie. Safety pins? No. Clothespins. And I could see her mind going, will you use a safety pin to pin your clothes? He don't know what he's talking about. But I'll check with Gus in the back. Old Gus knew right where the clothespins were. The big topic for the meeting at the bar after work. All of her BFFs got together and they talked about clothespins. She pulled out her iPhone 13 Max Q10 and went, look, I gargled them. Look what they look like. Then there's a coven of girls around the table staring at clothespins on an iPhone. Wow. They must have used these like back around 1850. No. We actually used them in 1950, 1960, 1970, 80, 90. Not everybody could afford a dryer. But a lot of people, they wanted to be, indiscreet. They didn't want people seeing all their laundry hanging in their backyard. So they ran clotheslines in their basement. Like me. Yeah, I got all kinds of clothesline in my basement. And now, a bag of nice clothespins. Not safety pins. Oh, kids today. Oh. Thank God they got cell phones. That they can gargle everything. Rather than look stupid in front of an adult like they don't know. But boy, did I catch her off guard. Oh, yeah. Safety pins? Big smile. Cute little dimples. Blonde hair, blue eyes. Safety pins? No. Clothespins. Then you could see the mind going, well, you pin your clothes together with a safety pin. I'm surprised she didn't. It amazed me she went that far. It really surprised me. I would figure I would say, I need some clothespins. And then she would have taken to the aisle and handed me a bag of safety pins. Here you go, sir. That's not what I want. Well, these pin your clothes. But no. She had enough forethought to go back and talk to Gus, figuring old Gus back there putting merchandise away would know what this other old fart standing out at a counter wanted. I can imagine. She walked back. Gus? Yes. I got that old man standing up at the counter. Yeah. He don't know what he wants. Really? Well, what does he want? Well, he wants safety pins. But he's not calling them that. Oh? What's he calling them? Clothespins. Come with me. I know what he wants. It's from our prehistoric days. I'll show you. And they walk back to aisle 9. And the glow. Oh. She was like, I got him. First time I ever saw him, I worked in the store for 2 years. I got him for you. But she stared at him all the way from the back of the store to the cash register. Her mouth was frozen with that. And I guarantee it was the talk of the evening get-together. And text messaging. Oh, fingers were going 90 miles an hour. I sold these things called clothespins. Never heard of them before. Some old son of a bitch bought them. Some crab ass that comes in the store. Irritates the shit out of everybody. I tried to sell them safety pins. Kept telling me I was wrong. Yeah, I was right there too. Clothespins. I'd really thrown her for a loop and said, all right, I need a bag of 50 clothespins and about 200 feet of clothesline. Huh? She'd have sold me safety pins and shoelaces. But yeah, she was... I wonder if she went home and told her mother, Mom, guess what I sold today? What's that, sweetie? These things called clothespins. Did you ever hear of them? I could see your mother, feeling old, going,
Yes, sweetheart. We'll leave that conversation for another time.
The little bebopper pops out of the house and Mom's sitting there going, oh, God, am I that old? Yeah. So all you young people that are watching, which might be one or two, by accident, gargle clothespins. And you won't see them clipped on the tail of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. They're not that old. And I'm going to beg again, once more. I'll be begging every night. One more subscriber, please. I want to get to 50. One more. You don't even have to fucking watch me. Hit subscribe. Don't hit the bell. Because you don't want the notification. Unless you want the notification. But just one more. I thought for sure today somebody'd feel sorry for me. And I open my YouTube and they go, 50. No. I've been at 49 for 4 months. One more. You don't want me to cry. I don't look good crying. No. I look better grumpy. One more. Somebody click the subscribe. You don't even have to turn notifications on. Just subscribe. You don't have to like or share or any of that other shit. Just subscribe. Tomorrow I'd like to see 50. Be nice if I could see 50,000. But 50. Nice round number. 50. Like the old TV program. Hawaii. 50. No, Hawaii. The 50th state. 50. Mustang. Well, that's 5.0. 5.0. I want to see 5.0, please. I don't look good begging. 5.0. Can we get to 5.0? I'm going to say a word I hardly use. Please. Oh, that hurt. Oh. Jeez. Oh, my mouth still hurts from saying that. Crab asses like me don't say please. Although, I have to be polite to the managers up at the store now. So they keep my bread area nice and neat. Oh, that looks so... Oh, it was gorgeous. Looked like a Vincent van Gogh. The new setup for the bread. And a nice pile of Jewish rye. Yeah. Oh, I should have taken a picture. You know, had it blown up, 8 by 10, put it in a frame, hang it on the wall. But yeah, oh. I was happy, but I didn't smile. I didn't want them to know in the store, you know. When I got in the truck, I gently laid that loaf of bread on the seat. I was like, oh, you and I are friends. And the rest of your family's in the store. And oh, fresh. Oh. I had two. Ham and Swiss on rye. Jewish rye. For dinner last night. Ham and Swiss on Jewish rye. Oh. I dreamt about loaves of bread last night. The loaves of Jewish rye were floating in my head. I won that war in one phone call. I hope they don't ever hire Sylvia. Although, this company's too proactive customer-wise. They wanted to make me happy. Sylvia, on the other hand, just wanted to see how long she could piss me off. And when she realized she wasn't going to break me, she gave in. And then screwed me over. But it was probably the fastest they ever settled an extended warranty claim in the history of square trade. Oh. Yesterday. Get this. You're going to love it. I told you. Square Trade is connected now with eBay. They've probably been for quite a while, but I haven't been really paying close attention. So, yesterday, I make a purchase. I needed another 5-foot HDMI cable. And like I said, I buy them from a super reputable company, Gator Cable, out of Florida. Best cables I've ever purchased. I got it everywhere. If they make it, I've got it in the studio. I got it on my TV. So I click purchase. Now the cable is $8.99. Yeah, a little pricey, but quality. Up pops a screen. Do you want extended protection on your cable for 3 years? Only $1.99. And then I look. Square trade. Oh my God. I couldn't believe it. I could see a guy buying an $8.99 HDMI cable. And for some reason, it happens to go bad during the warranty period. And contacting Square Trade to get a replacement cable. After all the bullshit runaround, the guy just went on eBay and ordered another one. Yeah, $1.99, 3-year protection on your $8.99 HDMI cable. Now I see how they get your money. Because people fall for that shit. Oh, look. I can get this cable protected with an extended warranty. 3 years. $1.99. I'll buy it. Click. And then the cable lasts 10 years. And Square Trade keeps your $1.99. I wonder how many people are clicking that extended warranty crap. Yeah. I evidently haven't been paying close attention. Because all state protection plans and Square Trade were the farthest thing from my mind until my RCA TV took a shit. Now on eBay, every purchase it pops up. You want the extended warranty? You pay $9 for the cable and $2 more for an extended warranty. For a cable that's probably going to last easily 10 years. I mean, these are quality. I bet you I'd get 20 years out of these cables. An extended warranty for an HDMI cable. How many people fall for that? And you figure, all right, it's only $2. But if 100,000 people click on the extended warranty, holy shit, look at the money. And if they're buying it from Gator Cable, they ain't gonna go bad. Matter of fact, I'll show you one tomorrow. I'll take a standard HDMI cable and I'll show you side by side Gator Cable and Brandex. Quality. Made in America. That's why. Yeah, it was amazing. I actually found a company that makes something here and stands behind it. Matter of fact, when I was doing my eBay feedback, I happened to tell him the only cables I purchase, period. Oh, he sent me a nice thank you email back and said, if you ever need a special cable made up, let us know. I was like, wow. Made in America. Gator Cable. Yeah, it's kind of cool. They got an alligator on the ad with a cable in its mouth. But yeah, oh man, their quality, unbelievable. I'll show you tomorrow. I'll take a brand X that I had laying around here and theirs, and you'll see the difference. But that's rare. I found a couple other companies that actually manufacture in America. And they all are the same way. They're all proud to be American manufacturers. The one outfit said, you know, we're fighting an uphill battle. And he apologized. He said, we got to charge a little more, but you're getting American-made products. Quality. Made right here in America by Americans. And you know, friends, I don't have a problem paying a little more. I could have got that same cable for $5.99. But I paid the extra $3, knowing it's the ultimate in quality. And they are. They're amazing. I have never had a bad one. Never. And Prism just told me they disconnected me and reconnected me. I don't know what the end of this stream is going to be like now. I just had a thing on the screen. Prism disconnected. Then 2 seconds later, reconnection successful. I think I know where all my problems are. That last update, Prism was working fine until I did that update Friday. I think what I'm going to have to do is probably delete it, uninstall it, do a couple of restarts on my computer, and then download it again. Yes, evidently something went haywire in the update. I've never had this problem. In this disconnection, reconnection. I don't know what you're looking at here at the end, friends. So I think I'll end. Maybe I was ended already. I don't know. I also put up, oh, you ought to see the big pointer I have now. Now there's no problem finding the pointer for my clicker. Also known as a mouse. I call it the clicker. I know. I'm weird. I've been that way. I have a certain, and I'll tell you about it after the end of the month. A certain former supervisor that I haven't seen in ages. I used to work for her. I'm going to visit her and her kids. And she told me, over the years, she's kind of clued them in. She's mentioned me over the years. Now I'm coming to visit. Neither one of them have ever met me. Well, her daughter, but her daughter was only 7 days old. So she's been warning them about what's going to show up at the house. I can see her sitting the 2 kids down at the table going, hey, this guy escaped from a mental institution. Humor him. He's going to say a lot of strange, off-the-wall shit. Just sit and smile. Don't run. He won't hurt you. But I'm just forewarning you what's going to come visit. Yeah, he'll be sitting here in the kitchen. So, plan your escape routes in case he goes off on a tangent. Just warning you ahead of time, kids. I had to work with him daily. I know how to handle a whip and a chair. Matter of fact, before he comes to visit, I need to get a whip and a chair. I'll put that on the shopping list for this week. And if you're watching there, friend, have lots of coffee ready. I drink coffee by a 5-gallon bucket. Just saying. And I know, you drink yours black. I use cream and sugar, okay? It's gonna be fun. Be an interesting visit. I'm packing my stuff now. Because it's a safari to get to where she lives. I have to hire a guide, a couple of Sherpas. You know, they're in their off season on Mount Everest, so yeah, I have to pack everything for the journey. A guide, some Sherpas. I don't think I'll need oxygen. We're not climbing the mountain. But I like the direction she gave me to get to her house. Get off at X Road, turn left until it dead ends in the lake. So I know already she really don't want me to visit. Telling me the road's going to dead end in the lake. At least I'll have my guide and my Sherpas to rescue me. And with that, I'm going to straighten Prism out and chat with you tomorrow.